For the first of our championship attractions, brought to you once again by Don King Productions in association with Direct TV. This bout coming away is sanctioned by the North American Boxing Association, the supervisor Marie Franceschi, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Dr. Elias Ghanem. Introducing to you our three judges scoring this bout from ringside. We have Dave Moretti, C.J. Ross, and Dolby Shirley. And the referee in charge of this bout is Kenny Bayless. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the NABA Heavyweight Championship. Introducing the challenger on my right.
All right, obviously they're having a little technical difficulty here with the house mics. It's kind of strange. Last night they were having that difficulty as they were testing all these mics out, and they got it all squared away. They did the same thing with the lights, and all of a sudden, when the show is live, they come up with these problems. They've changed the batteries about 6 times in these microphones, but evidently there's a dead area in here, and just some of the things that you have to put up with when you've got a situation where there might be a dead spot in the transmitter in this microphone. I don't know, but the sound guys, it's a nightmare for them, I'll tell you. And if you're annoyed, the people in attendance here aren't too happy about this delay either. They want to see boxing. Here's Jimmy.
All right, fans, check. All right, fans, here we go. Introducing first the challenger on my right, fighting in the corner, wearing the light Talahini, Oklahoma. He weighed in at 201, a record of 21 wins, draws. He had 15 wins coming by way of knockout from the nation. Introducing a and his opponent across the ring on my left, fighting out of the red corners, the defending champion, trunk, white trim, Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at 296, bronze medalist, under his campaign in the professional ranks at 15 wins, no losses, 1 draw. Out. Here is the champion.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a tough job for Jimmy Leonard to try to announce to a live crowd that with a microphone that's not working. But we give him all the credit in the world for getting through that, and hopefully we can get a mic that works. Kenny Bayless, the referee, has called the 2 fighters to the center of the ring. Of course, the Nate Jones to the right of your screen and Sam Hampton to the left of your screen. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan working with me is Mark Goldberg doing all our feature interviews and getting a bit of the color around tonight. So we apologize for the technical problems, but it's really sort of out of our hand when the house mic doesn't work. So we ask you to be patient with us, and hopefully what we see now will make it terrific. Kenny Bayless has him set to go, and we're ready to go with our first round of this 12-round NABA Heavyweight Championship fight. Nate Jones to the right of his screen. Big, strong guy. He's a guy that's improving with every fight. Sam Hampton knows how important this fight is to his career. Just touches him up. Nice jab that time. Gets through with a jab. Nate bends over at the waist. Hampton caught him with a pretty good shot that time as he came in. Hampton has a good left hook. He's got some power with his shots, too. While Sam really hasn't beaten any terrific fighters, and he lost his last time out, this is a guy that can cause you some problems early in your fights because he is a tough guy. You don't win those tough men contests, especially in a state like Oklahoma, where we had the Cowboys and Indians battling each other, and come out of that a couple of tough men contests as a winner. But there's a big difference in being a prize fighter and being a street brawler. And Nate Jones is a very professional prize fighter, and Hampton is going to try and figure out how he can stop that jab and try to do something. The best thing for him to do is do exactly that. Go ahead and roughhouse. That's what he does best. Let it fly. See if he can get lucky. That's Sam Hampton with his back to you. Nice jab, jab, jab in the right hand that time by Nate Jones. Nate, his handle is mainly James Buddy McGirt, former champ in his own right, who's been working with him. Has really developed it into a pretty good fighter. He's listening. And you see while Hampton puts the pressure on him here in round number 1 at the Mardi Gras Ballroom, that Nate Jones is able to gobble it all up pretty well. Nate stands in front of him. Looping right hand gets through, but Nate just grabs hold of him. He knows exactly what to do. It's not a good idea to stand right in front of this guy, just flat-footed like he's doing right now. He wants to get up, but what he does is he gives Sam an opportunity to come in. Sam's not a guy that can move with any sort of movement at all. If Nate did a little bit of circling, a little bouncing around, he'd cause this guy a lot of problems. Kenny Bayless says, wait a minute, there's a string hanging off there, and one of the top referees here in Nevada, too, is Kenny, and he spots that right away and gets it off the glove of Nate Jones so that it doesn't become a problem in the eyes of Hampton. Hampton comes in with a left hook, fires another left hook. Sam looks like he's off balance to me a lot of times, and he can be tagged by counter right hand because when he comes in, he drops his left hand. And there's that left hand. See how that left hand comes down? Nate figures that out, and certainly in his corner, Buddy McGirt will tell him that. And this guy's wide open for the right hand shot. Right here, left hook, right hand, right there. See that? See the way he drops that left when he comes in? He throws it more or less from the hip. Closing seconds now, round number 1. And listen up for the big one coming up. Felix Trinidad and Fernando Vargas this weekend.
They tower over their rivals, two unstoppable forces of nature. Felix Tito Trinidad strikes like lightning. Ferocious Fernando Vargas hits like an earthquake. They're two unbeaten champions on a collision course, and this is the fight of the year. Trinidad versus Vargas, December 2nd, live on Direct Ticket. Don't miss Forces of Destruction, live on Direct Ticket pay-per-view, channel 101. Be there when the storm hits.
All right, there he is, Sam Hampton. Didn't have an especially good round. Chuck McGregor, Steve Monasseri work with him. All right, watch this shot now. Nate with the uppercut, nice looping right hand. That right hand is there all night. Watch this again, different angle, same thing. Boom, look at that shot there. Sam gobbles it up and gets back on his heels. Here we go, round 2. Bob Sheridan here at the Mardi Gras Ballroom. You're watching DirecTV, exclusive DirecTV, coming to you live from New Orleans in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're glad that you can be with us. Our first fight of the evening, if for some reason you just joined us, Carlos Quintana score a second-round TKO over Rosember Palacios. And now in this fight, we're in round number 2, as Nate the Snake Jones in the black trunks is kind of having his way with Sam Hampton. Hampton looks like a tough brawler, looks like the guy that won those tough man contests in Choctaw, but is he wide open for the right hand when he throws his left hook? Nice movement at the waist that time by Nate. Nate's still standing in front of the guy too much, but right now, oh, he caught him with a good shot. That rocked him. The Native American fights back like mad. Boy, this guy's some kind of tough, as Nate caught him with the right hand and put him right back on his heels. Comes with the uppercut, looping right hand. How about this Sam Hampton? Man, he got clipped with the left hook that time. Uppercut, right hand, flash to the side of his skull. Comes back with the right hand of his own to try and stop Nate. There's no quitting this guy. I can see why he won the tough man contest. Nate comes with the uppercut, the left hook. Right hand drops him. Sam goes down, but his eyes are clear. He counts up to 3 and 4 and 5 and 6.
Go ahead.
Can he stop the count? Now it's up to 7. That cost Nate Jones a couple of...
Come to me. Give me your
that
gloves.
cost him a couple of seconds. Not that it makes any difference, really. But Nate went to his own corner. Kenny Bayless right on the spot to send him to the neutral corner. He's ready to go. Big left hook. Right hand caught him again. Kenny looking into the eyes of big Sam Hampton, who's ready to go. He's back on his heels. He's as tough as they come, but Nate has got his number. Big right hand, uppercut, right hand, uppercut. He's at the point where Kenny can stop this fight if he can't defend himself. He's taken 6 or 7 clean shots. Uppercut. uppercut again. Nate really teeing off on this guy. Bangs the body. 50 seconds to go. Holds him with the left hand. Bangs him with the right. He better answer. Kenny will stop the fight. And he does. Kenny stopped the fight, and he did the right thing. Of course, Sam Hampton doesn't like it, but he did absolutely the right thing.
It's all right. No, you gave it a hell of a shot.
So a pretty good finish for Nate Jones. That'll be scored as a second round TKO as well. And if we get a hardwire microphone for Jimmy Lennon Jr., we might hear the official announcement. Well, Sam was not happy with the fact that they stopped the fight, but at the time they stopped it, I certainly agree with Kenny Bayless, who stopped that fight, because he had, at that stage, and we'll count him when we see the replay, we'll show you the knockdown first. A big, big right hand, which got him back on his heels. Now, his eyes are all right. He's not really tremendously hurt here, but that was the end of a series of punches that put him back on his heels. Now, watch the stoppage. There's one punch there. There's 2, 3 good ones, 4 hard shots, and Kenny says that's it. And right before that series that we showed you, there are about 7 or 8 other punches that I was in the process of saying, you know, if he doesn't answer, if he doesn't protect himself, that Kenny would move in. But the thing with fighters, and especially a warrior like this guy, Sam Hampton, they get annoyed when you stop the fight. But when your head is cleared, there's 2 or 3 seconds, and sometimes only 1 second after the referee stops the fight. It's very, very clear that Kenny did the right thing. There he is, Nate Jones, whose record goes to 16-0 now with 8 KOs. And he didn't push, he waited, he set the guy up and did a nice job in defeating him. That was a nice effort by Nate the Snake Jones. Let's make it official, and now I see that Jimmy Lennon Jr. actually has a microphone with a wire. So let's pick up his words.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 17 seconds in round number 2. Our referee in charge, Kenny Bayless, stops the contest. He's the winner by way of technical knockout. He is still undefeated and still the NABA heavyweight champion, Nate the Snake Jones.
Well, Nate the Snake, that was a nice effort for Nate. And I'm sure we're getting our man Mark Goldberg moving into position, and as soon as we have him in position, we're going to have an interview with Nate. But I must say, he set him up. He found out what he could do. I didn't like the way he stood in front of him in the first round, but obviously Jones wasn't too concerned about this guy. He felt him out throughout the first round, and in the second round, he just took him apart, and Kenny Bayless had to stop the onslaught, and he did the right thing. All right, Mark is ready, so let's go to our man Mark Goldberg.
All right, thanks a lot, Colonel. We're here with Nate Jones, second round knockout. Even though it went 2 rounds, you had some patience there, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, he was by far a good puncher. I felt his rhythm. I had to come out and relax myself because I felt his power. I had to say relax, Nate, because this guy could punch. So I had to calm down and pick me a good shot to get him. You know what I mean? Because he's by far. He's a good puncher.
Do you plan to come out there and just stand right in front of him right from the beginning?
Well, you know what I'm saying? When I felt his power, I knew he couldn't do it inside, so I had to suck his titty and catch him. If I'd have stood outside, he'd have been more dangerous. So when I felt what he felt like inside the ring, I adjusted to fighting him inside. I thought I was going to outbox him from the outside, but I felt that I had to adjust to.
Just take here we are. Here's some action. Down he goes.
Well, it was a good right hand. I hit it. I was feeling him right. I came right over the top of the right hand. You know what I mean? Because I knew when I hit him, I measured him with the left hook right hand, and I just came over the top. I felt I wanted to make him respect my power because he was a puncher. If he didn't respect my power, he'd have tried to walk over me.
Is he the hardest guy that's ever hit you?
Well, I fought one guy that I hit real hard, but I got him out of there quick. But for the rounds we went, yeah, I felt, he could punch. He was a good puncher.
Where do you go from here, buddy?
Well, it's up to my manager, Don Hill, Carl King, and my promoter, Don King, and my trainer, Buddy McGirt, you know what I mean? And, I think I'm fighting it soon with a tough guy from New York, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see how that goes.
So first you got the title, and now you've defended it one time. These are all things that make you feel a little better and more relaxed.
Yeah, I'm young, you know what I mean? And I'm coming along. It's just that I have to, with my strength trainer, I have a good strength trainer, Dudley Pierce, my trainer, Buddy McGirt, my managers. We just getting ready, and I'm just learning how to deal with it. I know it's going to be tough because I'm not a big guy, but but I'm willing to try my best to see where it comes.
Well, good luck to you, and we'll be with you all the way, obviously, right here.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Nate, who wins again, still unbeaten, and first title defense is a success. Let's go back to the Colonel.
But the